Hi Virgo, this is your extended reading and thank you very much for being an extra support to the channel and welcome back. I'm using the Sun and Moon Tarot and the Beginner's Tarot. Also the Mystical Wisdom cards and the Hummingbirds. You can see the Sun and Moon Tarot as I did a review last week. You come in with the Seven of Pentacles, as I said in the general reading, so I hope you will be patient. And definitely, if you are sowing seeds or you want to start sowing seeds, like invest in something new, putting out the feelers, that's what sowing the seeds means. You might need some advice from a professional, as we've got the Hierophant here. So you could be also seeking spiritual guidance, or because it's tax season, you could be seeking a bookkeeper or an accountant, or working or getting advice from the IRSA or from the Income Tax Office. You could also be getting married, seeking advice on how to get married, like prenuptials, wills, getting everything secured and rounded off before you're getting married. You could also be seeking advice from an estate agent if you're buying a house, since you could be moving house. Definitely you are halfway there, since you've got number 5, you've got another 5 here, so definitely the angels are showing us and the divine and the cosmos that they have your back. You've got the throat chakra here, so say what you need to say and say it clearly, and watch your intonation. Keep things transparent and clear, then you'll get a transparency and clarity back from your advisor. If you do seek professional advice, make sure you're honest, otherwise that's where the mistakes could happen. They can only advise you on what you tell them. There's also, I choose which traditions I embrace and how I do it. So yes, some of you might not believe in tradition or don't like traditional ways, like getting married. You don't want to be tied down. Perhaps you might need to seek professional advice about that, to get the right perspective on what marriage really entails. That piece of paper doesn't really matter, but in the long run it does. A lot of people says it doesn't, but lawfully it does. It secures you or your partner if you're separating on the law, so that things will be divided in the right way, that people will get 50-50 or get what is coming to them. I'm speaking of experience because I've been divorced, and if you don't do it by the book, then you get back, and then you'll get less, because you have to bring in, when you get married, you have to put everything down on paper, what you brought into the marriage, if you're going for a mortgage, is the mortgage on both names or just one person, what is the law considering that, etc., etc. Also, because if there's children coming in the future, then usually the children get appointed to the mother and they need alimentation or child benefit, things like that. So make sure. It is very difficult. I was upset the first time I heard that, because you know, when you fall in love, everything is lovey-dovey, and it's you're looking through things through pink-colored glasses. But you have to also tell your children what marriage is about, or about sharing a house or living together. That piece of paper does give you extra security, but you need to take responsibility. We all need to do that, tell our children this and bring them up with clarity and transparency, so they know what they're getting into, and then the love comes. But basically, if you really love somebody, you do it the right way, both of you, and we need to communicate. So that's why we need to seek a mediator or an arbitrator to tell us what our rights are and what we are stepping into. Marriage isn't just simply getting a dress, having a party and going to the church and the registry office. It's far more than that. And it is overwhelming when you find out 3 or 4 weeks beforehand. People just step into marriage blindly. So get real and get with the program if you are just about to get married. Get your life sorted before you step into the marriage. 5 means that you're halfway there. There's big, massive changes. For those that are signing contracts on mortgages or getting a job, a contract, a promotion, make sure you read the small print. Cover yourself. Always protect yourself. I can't say that strong enough. Also, speak your mind. Say what you wish. If you go to a job interview, say I know I've read up on your firm and I think it's fantastic. I would like to be one of the team, but I need that, that and that. Like if you have to travel from far to get to the job because they want you because of your qualities, then they'll have to pay for you, especially nowadays because everything is so dirtily expensive. You also have Venus. There's love around you. Show your charisma, but also that you care and that you love what you do or the person. You could be dealing with Taurus, as the Hierophant represents Taurus. This could be a professional, but this could also be a mature person that you love, trust and respect, that you seek advice from. The word or the answer is maybe. So think twice before you take such a big leap of getting married. I might actually make some videos on marriage, on being handicapped, on getting divorced, how to deal with death, because I do help people through all these kind of situations. And it's not a pretty picture. And I'm going to be 65 and I've experienced a heck of a lot in my life. As well as a nurse, as being a spiritual coach and a life coach. So I think you, Virgo, have put me onto an idea. I'm always full of ideas, but never mind. And sometimes I forget them again. Well, talking about marriage and getting together or partnering up together in business, get it sorted before you sign on the dotted line. That's what somebody is saying. I can't rhyme. I can't write poems, but this is some read before you sign on the dotted line. That is what a woman with wispy hair, it is half grey and half blonde, wispy, very thinning at the edges, telling me. She's a stooped as well. Right, let's get back to the program. Marriage, that's the key word for the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups means ultimate happiness, so definitely there will be happiness. We've got the Hierophant twice, I see. Ooh, am I a bit dim? So that is confirming seek advice. It is prominent, it is imperative, very, very important to pay attention to double cards. Also, there is a warning. So if you are reconciling, get mediation and or arbitration and get on the same page as each other. But we have to learn from the past, both of you, but also let go so that you don't, like we say in Holland, drag old cows out of the canal. Leave the skeletons in the cupboard. I think you say that in English. So that you do not compare what was with now. You have to give this new beginning a total new start. Okay? Remember, you have to be different if you are going to have arguments, because life is not straightforward. It's always up and down. So place yourself in old situations, and do you think you want to go through that again? If you don't mind, or if you want to try, then try to get an agreement signed. I'll try for 3 months, blah blah blah. I know in England that if you are going through a divorce, you've got 3 months the time to try again. So you could make an agreement before you get the finalization on a divorce. Okay, so be careful. I don't know if any of you know, but you have got time to think and reconsider. Even if it is being a divorce going through hell and back, think twice. Definitely happy times. You have a second chance, some of you, but happiness is coming in. You could be getting engaged, married, or starting a family, expanding the family. This can be with a child, or it can be with a domestic pet. You could be moving home, upscaling or downscaling, whatever rocks your boat and makes you happy. Here we have the planet of Mars, which is the planet of war, action and energy. And we are going to fiery energy, Aries, at the end of the week. And also the full new moon. So be careful. It is rocky waters, because we're changing from gentle to energetic. And that's the planet of war, so be careful. You have to make roots. This is the root chakra. And the root chakra means that you have to ground yourself. Make sure you stand with both feet in the ground, on the ground, and not with your head and your heart on cloud 11 when you're making major decisions. This means moving home. You might be selling a home, so the yes is the answer. You could be dealing with a Pisces. This is Mars in Pisces. We have had Mars in Pisces, and it is leaving, I think, at the end of the month. Definitely, it's really heavy. I feel 10 means an ending and a new beginning, so there is a completion. Okay. Wow. So you do have the throat chakra twice, I see, but we're coming to that. And you've got the solar plex twice. You've got the 8 of cups. You want excitement. You want adventure. You're bored with the same routine and the same BS. Like I said, don't accept anybody's BS. Moving on. Don't leave the situation without settling it, before you can get a new one. Like leaving a job, because the bills will still be coming in. Again, you've got Pisces here, dealing with Pisces. This is Pisces time. Can be a person. It can be the time, because we are in Pisces. Okay, so we've also got Saturn, and that is also the planet of responsibility and discipline. You have to stay disciplined, especially if you are going through official situations, divorce, income tax, signing up new legal papers. This could be your advocate or your estate agent, real estate agent, or somebody from the IRS. So make sure that you have got the facts right, take your responsibility and be disciplined. You can't walk like he looks like, I can't, I'm getting joyride, a zwerver, I forgot the English word now, the wanderer, the tramp. He's like taking off. He's leaving everything behind, and he doesn't care. He's fed up with the situation, the boredom that he has, but he doesn't realize that he is leaving people behind that love him and that he also loves. He needs to take his responsibility. It's okay to want something new and adventure, but you must organize things, and you must know where you're going to replace a job, or take your responsibilities so you can follow up on your responsibilities. Emotions could be very high up, because we've got Pisces, and also your intuitions. You could be extra sensitive, especially if you're feeling left out, because we've got the 5 of Pentacles, meaning you're feeling left out, you're feeling alone, you feel destitute, desperate. Don't get desperate, because there's people that can help you from institutions. This represents the institutions. The Hierophant represents the institutions as well, and family. Family is important. Family love you. You can't just say, I'm going out for a packet of cigarettes and never come back. People have done it, but they regret it 9 times out of 10. So definitely go to somebody in the family if you if you are desperate. Please ask for help. Don't shy away. And if you can't go to family because you haven't got family, seek an arbitrator outside, but somewhere like a social worker, an arbitrator, a mediator, the doctor, the general practitioner. They will help you. You've got 2 emotional chakras, the solar plex. So open your solar plex and show your love, your care, your nurturing, and that you do enjoy life. Enjoy life to the full. There's always an other day. Tomorrow is a new day to make changes. You can start right today. If you don't want to do that today, you can do it tomorrow. Everybody is on a tight purse at the moment, and it will only get a little bit more worse by what I've heard in the news before it will get better. It only makes us appreciate even more what we've got and who we've got. So stand together. This is literally what's happening in the life at the moment. It's the blind leading the lame. And this is what this picture is. And I'm not scared of this card. Never have been. Because I'm always ready to help somebody. Even if I haven't got the money, I have a listening ear. And if I can help physically, I do that too, or mentally. You always have to be there. I am a great believer in standing together and standing strong. We have to love each other. This is what true faith is. Not in the first bench in the church. No. Love thy neighbor. Love thy friends. This is really love thy neighbor. Be there for each other. If you don't know somebody, don't let anybody in your house. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying if you're at the community centre and somebody can't walk, go and get a cup of coffee and just say, I'll go and get a cup of coffee, or do you want a cup of tea, and we'll talk about it. That is what I mean by saying be together. And that's why I started the channel. And that's why I keep it low threshold. Because I know people out there that are going through a divorce or going through mourning, and I'm there. And even just a helping hand by listening helps people. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got Taurus again. So we've got Taurus 1, 2, 3. Definitely 3 times. 3 times is shipwright, we say. And we've got a no. Will you be turned down? No, because you've got the card, the second chance and a new beginning. The institutions can help you. If you haven't got a job, you can get dole money. If you are homeless, they will help you to find a home or a room. If you are clothless or foodless, you can go to the food bank. They will help you. Even to the church. The church should help you. Even in the church, if you come onto sacred ground, they cannot throw you out. That is an old law. And a lot of people have seemed to have forgotten. Even the church. The church is asking people in I think it was in Greece, to pay their church money when they haven't got anything. This was a couple of years ago when there was a disputes going on in Cyprus. I think that's disgraceful, because the Catholic Church is the richest church and institution in the world. It's always been taught to me by the nuns from Faithful Companions of Jesus convent in England. that the church provides for the poor, and we have to stand together. So, it's so nice talking to you, Virgo, because my brother is a Virgo, and I've had such lovely reactions from you. And sometimes I go haywire with Gemini, and I've been haywire with Leo and Libra, and a couple of times with you, because there's a connection there. Really silly, but never mind. But you've also got Sagittarius, and this is Sagittarius with Pluto. Pluto is the planet of regeneration, and this is it's lying underneath the Judgment card, and that is also regeneration, because Archangel Gabriel is blowing life in the rising dead. So he's regenerating them and transforming them into healthy humans and giving them a second chance. So definitely regenerate your emotional chakra, clear it. You can do that by drinking warm water with lemon. The yellow color will enhance your chakra. Eating vitamin C, praying on it, meditating on it, and just contemplating on it and evaluating the situation. Just take those 5 minutes in a sacred time per day, in the morning and in the evening. And yes, you will succeed. You're awesome, Virgo. So believe in yourself. Don't be too perfectionistic for other people, also for yourself. Remember, the balance is the key, and communication. And then the pieces of puzzle will come and fall together. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Take care, stay safe, and be blessed. And let go of the old and come together and open your solar plex and your throat. Say it gently. You catch more flies with honey than with the hummingbird as well, with honey than with vinegar. Now it is time, because the universe is precisely at work with you, and be wise with patience, care and trust. The flowers you have been tending to, or the seeds that you've been sowing, are growing, and they will bloom in glorious beauty. Boom. You've got 2 cards, the Queen of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. I can't make it up. Take care. Bye-bye.